Hola chicos, hola chicas, ¿qué tal? Soy Bruno, LANCHI, como me conocéis. Además, hoy ya os dijimos este año que queremos traeros, eh, pues digamos, un poco de todo el tipo de contenido y aquí también se engloban entrevistas, entrevistamos a artistas, entrevistamos a todo el mundo que funciona en esta industria. Y hoy es la verdad que la primera entrevista que tenemos a alguien, pues digamos, de un festival. Conocemos los festivales de fuera, pero no conocemos los festivales por dentro. Y hoy tenemos a Bernardo Bernardes. Es portugués, la entrevista va a ser en inglés, pero no os preocupéis porque luego traduciremos la entrevista y la subiremos en español y en inglés. Bueno, el vídeo se quedará tal cual, pero en la web pues estará en español. So, thank you, Bernardo, for being here today with us from Beats&Repeat. We really appreciate it. So, thank you.
Thank you for the invitation. Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
For the first question, I want to people let you know who you are, but what do you do in Soundwaves Festival?
Yeah.
Who you are, basically.
Okay, first of all, my name is Bernardo. I'm one of the CEOs of Soundwaves Fest. Currently, we are two, me and Wilson Neves, that is the other CEO and the founder. I always loved electronic music since I was really young. I'm still young. I'm only 24, but since I was a kid. But my passion started when I went to a big festival, Tomorrowland, and since that, I saw all the festival, and I think to myself, oh, this is what I want to do for my life. I want to be inside of this industry. And since then, I went to Spain. I studied in Spain, in Madrid, events management and music business. And when I went to Portugal, I started in the Soundwaves organization. And now we are ready for this edition. This is the 15th edition. And we are very excited to have the chance to organize the festival again after the pandemic.
So, is it your first time in Soundwaves, in the inside side of the festival?
Yeah, this is the first time. Before it was my partner Wilson Neves, but of course I'm inside of everything. Yeah.
And how is that? How is being inside of a festival? Because people always just see the lineup, tickets, the 1 or 2 or 3 days of festival, but it's just that. So
yeah.
How is it to be inside of a festival from a music lover like as you?
First of all, it's a big pressure, a big pressure, because we have a big organization and a lot of logistics to take care. And first of all, we need to try to find the sponsors, and we need to organize the food space, and of course the most important thing is the lineup. And Soundwaves is a particular festival that we already have a good pass. We have, of course, we are a 15 years festival, and with a 15 years festival, we can speak with the big DJs of the underground and the techno music because we have some respect in the industry. But to be honest with you, it's a big pressure because, as I told you before, I'm a music lover since I was a kid, and it's completely different being inside of a festival and just being a fan. But I love the most to be inside, and it's an exciting world. It's and what we do, what we love, is the most important thing, and we need to take care about a lot of things, about the sponsors, about the organization of the festival, the stage, because in this year we will have 2 stages. We have the main stage and the palco circus, the circus stage. That is a stage that we will give the chance to the DJs that are starting their careers in a professional way to play the first time in a festival. And we have the main stage that we have the big names, for example, the Band Clock, Dave Clark, Planetary Sound System, that is Luke Slater. And it's very, very good because like 3 years ago, I was like a fan, and now I'm the CEO of a big festival in Portugal. and to have the opportunity to speak with the people, the professionals, and to be inside of this is very grateful for me. Yeah.
Talking about this, has it been difficult to organize a festival after the pandemic?
It's a little bit hard because the prices of everything are higher now. And what we do, for example, for one, now it's two. So it's really hard for us because before the pandemic, the prices of everything, starting with the gas, with the sound, the employers, the people that work for us, and the people from the organization, was a price, and now it's other price. And even the DJs, because now after the pandemic, everyone is crazy with parties, and the DJs have their schedule full, completely full, and the prices go higher too. So for us, the promoters, it's not easy at all, and we have a lot of work. Me and Wilson Neves, that we are the CEOs. Sometimes it's not easy, but we do what we love is the most important thing, and we do this for the underground.
Yes.
Because we are a flag in Portugal, and we want to be a flag of the underground in all the world, and we believe in the underground. And for us, it's hard, but it's grateful. As I told you, it's an amazing adventure, and it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand you, because I don't know in Portugal, but here in Spain, people is always complaining just about the price of the tickets. I don't really think that people really understand how difficult has been these 2 years, because it was 2 years with no money, nothing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
difficult because also artists I think that in a festival, the lineup is one of the most expensive things that you can have. And also, if artists during 2 years of pandemic hasn't get any money, they needed to. And
Of
also,
course, they are.
The people, everyone needs that money. So I think that I understand that people can complain about prices, but people also need to understand the other side, the promoter side, because they need it too. If you want a big party, you need it.
Yeah, sometimes it's not easy, and as you told, especially after the pandemic, everything go higher, everything. And I think in all the industries and in all the jobs, all the people, I think how can I explain to you? I think everyone in this moment, it's hard for everyone nowadays, and we do our job, and sometimes it's not easy to explain some prices. For example, the ticket prices, that sometimes it's a little bit higher. For example, this year it's a little bit higher, but needs to be because of this lineup, because of all the conditions that we will give to our fans, to our ravers. This edition, I hope, and we believe that will be the best edition ever of Soundwaves. We will celebrate the 15th edition, and sometimes the fans need to understand that the price is a little bit higher than before, but it will be well paid, because we we will do an amazing event, and everybody will love it. I promise.
And also, we will talk about this after, but for the first question about the festival Soundwaves, that it's going to happen in the July 2.
Yeah.
And when I was talking with your PR, I was like amazed about the hours that will be last the Soundwaves. But how can you describe Soundwaves to people who doesn't know what is Soundwaves?
Okay, I can explain to you everything in one word: rave. We are a rave. We are a festival without non-stop. We have 21 hours non-stop of music.
Yeah, sorry, that's crazy. It's like a day of music. It's crazy for a festival.
Yeah. I think we are the only ones in Portugal, because we really believe in rave. Everything started with raves. If you past, like 20 years ago. Everything started with raves, with parties non-stop, and we believe on it. And we like to do a festival non-stop, like the people starting at 4 p.m. Of 2nd July, and they only close the festival at 1 p.m. of 3rd July. It's unbelievable. And when we see our fans there, like 10 or more hours non-stop dancing and seeing the DJs is amazing. It's unbelievable.
And what can we expect from this year edition?
What we can expect, as I told you before, we believe that will be the best edition ever. First of all, we have a very good lineup. We have Ben Clock, SNTS, Glenn Kustler, that are DJs that are currently they are on top of our techno. We have Stella Bossi, a Berlin DJ that is amazing, is unbelievable, and I think she will have a big career in the techno world. And we have, of course, Ben Clock, Dave Clark, Boston 168, very good DJs, international DJs, and we have the best ones from Portugal. We have Carlos Manassa and Miss Sheila that are the big ones in Portugal. We have also Nuno Clan. We have Link 98 that played a lot of times in Madrid, for example, in Fabric. He played a lot there. And first, the lineup is amazing. I can promise that nobody will complain about it because it's amazing. The other things, as I told you before, this edition we will have 2 stages. One of the stages is inside of a circus, which is a different thing, and the crowd and the fans will love it. We have a part of restaurants, and we will have some surprises too. We have some shops, we have merchandise, we have other things that if you will go, we will see with your own eyes that I think you will love.
I will go to cover this event because people in Beats&Repeat know what kind of music I'm DJ and I'm producing. So I love the underground scene. So when I was talking with your PR and said, wow, I have this festival in Portugal, it's going to be a big rave, a big techno rave with this lineup, and in a second, I promise you, in a second, I say to her, I will go. No matter what, I will go.
It's to come, because this is the pure underground party. This is a party that it's not easy to find, and I'm not being like, I am very humble, but I'm very ambitious too.
Yes.
But I think nowadays, if you can find a lot of parties in everywhere, but a party like Soundwaves, it's not easy to find. This is a very specific party. We try to keep the rave in the event, and we try to keep this thing from the past that is the beginning of the electronic music, the beginning of the underground in our blood, in the Soundwaves blood, and we don't want to lose it. And we try, of course, every year, step by step, doing better year after year, but with this on our blood, with the underground and the ravers in our blood.
People who doesn't know, this event is going to happen in Esmoriz. I said Esmoriz.
Yeah, yeah.
Near Oporto.
Yeah, near Oporto.
From here, from Spain, people can go in a few places. The festival has bus tickets to go.
Yeah, bus tickets. If the Spanish people want to go by bus, it's easy because you can buy the tickets from Masca Ticket and the bus ticket too.
Yes.
And Esmoriz is really close from Oporto. Is a coastal town. I think in a space of 50 minutes by car from Oporto to Esmoriz. It's in minutes, and we have a very good thing near because we have a train station in Esmoriz. If you want to go by train, you can pick up the train in Oporto City, in the center, and in a space of 15 or 20 minutes, you will be there. And you just need to walk 10 minutes to be in the venue. So it's an amazing place because Esmoriz have a lot of natural parks for you to take a walk or to ride a bike. And you have the beach, also very good restaurants, and the vibe of the city is amazing. It's a good place to visit, and I think it's the best place to make a festival too. Yeah.
So good place, good connections, good music. You have everything to be a big event. So congratulations.
So now we just need good weather too. It's very important. Good weather today, and it will be amazing. I have for sure that will be a memorable day for me, of course. That I'm one of the organizers of the festival, and for all the ravers that will go to the festival. Yeah.
You said before that this is your 5th edition. Like it's 5th is a very big number. It's not like you are not beginners. You are like seniors here in Portugal.
Yeah.
After 15 years, I know that you have been just 1 year here, but after 15 years, does the festival change a lot in these 15 years?
As I told you, the festival changed a lot, but the essence of the festival is the underground and never change it. But year after year, we try to develop the festival. And we start like 17 years ago is the 15th, but the 17th years ago, we start as a small party, like a pool party. Yeah. And year after year, the sound waves develop. And now we are a big festival inside of the underground scene in Portugal. And in the past editions, we had a lot of very big names of the underground. We have Deborah De Luca, we have Nicole Modaber, we have a lot of DJs, the biggest ones we have. And I think year after year, we try to develop the lineup, and the venue is the most important things. We try to give the best conditions for our ravers, because we understand that is a festival with 21 hours non-stop. So we need to give some good conditions for the people to stay there. And we try to develop it year after year. I hope in a space of 10 years, we'll be like a big one with 2,100 people.
I think so too, because if you do well your work, people will know, and people will. When I was talking with your peer, we were talking about the techno scene and the underground scene. People are very, I don't know how to say it. People are very
Thanks.
Yeah. So they are like strict. I don't know how to say it. Let me search it. Just one moment.
Yeah, no.
Strictly.
What?
Strictly. Stricto. I don't know in Portuguese.
Yes.
But
yes.
They are very grateful. So
yeah,
it's a good fun. It's like a strictly fun, but a good fun.
Yeah, especially in techno, because I organize also other events, me and my partner. And especially in techno, we can see that the people that love techno really love techno. I'm a music lover. I'm a electronic music lover. I love, of course, I like other electronic music genres, but techno is really special, because who loves techno loves techno.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. They are really fans, and to see when you see the people dancing and feeling the music, it's an incredible sensation. And to see the people like in this vibe, it's really grateful for us to give the chance. Yeah,
because nowadays we can see in people like the EDM has fallen down, but we have electro house, and also we have tech house that people think that it's underground. I think that tech house nowadays is like a mainstream thing, but techno is always been there.
Yeah.
Techno, the techno fandom, the techno is culture. and the techno has a big family, and that big family doesn't matter if you need to go to Portugal. I go to Portugal to see this festival, and after that, the next weekend I go to Awakening, or maybe it's like a big family. And I think that in these 15 years and 20 years, 30 years in on Berlin or in Detroit, techno is always techno. It's going to be always underground. Nowadays we have the main stage techno, so it's like I don't want to call it the new EDM, because I think that the new EDM is like tech house, but it's a pleasure to see that people always bet to this underground scene, the techno scene that is bigger than ever, and it's very popular nowadays, techno, and also in Europe. So I think that you will have people from all over the world in this festival.
Yeah, we will have people from all over the world, but it's very simple to understand some things, in my opinion. For example, when you do a ADM festival, it's easy to attract a lot of different people because it's mainstream, it's commercial. You can find people that like pop rock, you have people that like rock, you have people that like all the genres, because ADM you can find, it's easy to hear, it's easy to be inside of a party of ADM. Techno is a little bit different. Usually the events of techno only go people that love techno.
Yes.
And of course, techno is getting bigger year after year. Even like 2 weeks ago, I went to Ibiza to the opening party, and the techno, it's on top. But if techno started to be mainstream, what will be underground?
Yes.
It's impossible. Techno is a real underground. It's from the people that love the alternative music, that love the things that are not commercial. So I think techno will always be underground for sure. Of course, it's getting bigger, and as you told, we have fans from all over the world. I can tell you that in Soundwaves we will have people from all the continents, which is amazing for us, which is amazing. Yeah, techno is getting bigger and bigger, but it always be underground. Yeah, the art of techno, the essence of underground.
Yeah, I think as you, but the techno scene is a very, it's, how can I describe? It's a close scene, because as you say, the techno and the people who likes techno really likes techno. But do you think that it's more difficult to manage a techno festival at just an underground techno festival than other festivals?
It's a little bit different because of a lot of things. First of all, in Portugal, we are not a big country. And when you manage a festival that is only techno and underground and this kind of genres, it's not easy. First of all, because of sponsors, because the sponsors almost always looking for the things that are easy, that have a lot of people. We have very big festivals in Portugal, but almost, of course, we have 1 or 2 festivals that are not mainstream, that are really big in Portugal, but the other ones are all of them are mainstream, and it's easier to work with mainstream than underground, of course, because underground it's harder to find the people that like the underground. It's harder to attract the people from other countries to come to Portugal to see the underground, because, for example, in Europe we have a lot of cities and places that we can find very, very big parties of underground and techno. If we will go to Berlin, and you can go to Berghain, you can go to Kit Kat Club or Tresor, and you have techno and art techno, and the underground is there. Yes. And in Portugal, it's not so easy to find a party like it. And of course, in Portugal, as you know, we are a whole festival with a lot of years, and everyone knows Soundwaves, especially the people that like this kind of music. But the people from the other countries, it's not so easy to promote the festival. And this is our next step, is to promote the festival outside of Portugal in other countries. And I think we will do it well this year. And I think the next year it will be bigger, and the other one even bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes, as you say, we have that. If you don't have other events that has this type of music, it's easier because all people who likes that kind of music are going to be in your festival. But in the other hand, we have that you are in Portugal, that Portugal is a small country, and yeah, it's harder to get to know to people maybe in Europe. Maybe I think that maybe in Spain it's easier because we are near.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big achievement. So if you have people from Germany, from France, Netherlands, United Kingdom, this will be better for you because in next year you will have more people of that country. But I understand you that it's harder to get to that people.
Yeah, it's really hard. That's why we want to be a flag of the underground internationally. And as I told you, we do this not only because it's a business, but me and my partner, we do this because we love this. We really love the underground. We really love this kind of events. And to see the fans, for us, it's the best feeling ever, to see the people dancing in our festival, in the thing that we build. And it's amazing. And Portugal don't have a techno culture. It's not a big one like Germany or even Spain. You have a big culture underground in Spain, and in Portugal we don't have it. We have, like in the past, we have a lot of dance music, house music. In Portugal, you can find it in a lot of clubs, but nowadays it's not easy. If I told you that maybe in all Portugal, let me think a little bit just to give you a good number. Maybe in all Portugal we only have 1, 2, 3, not more than 10 clubs working in the underground. It's a short.
Yes.
It's a country. How it's possible? In all country, we only have like 10 clubs working with the underground and this kind of music. All the clubs playing the same music. If you go to a club in Porto, that is the city that I live, you will hear for sure reggaeton and Brazilian music. It's not good. I don't want to misrespect the other music genres, but for me, that I love the underground. It's not easy for me to go out for a nightclub in my city, because it's not easy to find a good party. And with Soundwaves, at least one time per year, the lovers of the underground and the techno will have the chance to be in a festival that they will love the music. And for me and for Wilson, it's the best.
So you have a big pressure.
Yeah, big pressure.
It's like we offer you this kind of party, like a very exclusive party here in Portugal. So you need to be your best and give the best of the best. And I think that you are in the good way, because I'm sorry, but it's like 21 hours non-stop music. I just think one more festival that has that type of lineup that is in Romania, or in like I think that is in Romania, where a lot of people try to digging for 30 hours non-stop. So I want to congratulate all the team, not just you, all the team, because you do a big movement in Portugal, and I think that people in Portugal will grateful you for this. But I want to ask you, which is the artist like not who is more difficult to bring us to the festival. It's which is the artist that you most looking forward to see.
I can answer you to this. It's impossible. To be honest with you, for me and for Wilson, it's not easy to see a gig in the festival with all the pressure and that
Yes.
we need. Sometimes we can see like 10 minutes of a gig or 15 minutes, but we don't have time to stay there and enjoying in the full like our ravers will do. Of course, I have some names in the lineup that I like the most, but I have one artist that I'm very excited to see because it will be the first time that she will play in Portugal, and she's a rising star, and she's starting her career in an international and world way. That is Stella Bossi. It's an artist that I'm very excited to see because of her personality, because of her music, and I think, as I told you before, she will have a big future in the underground, and I'm very excited to see her. But of course, all the other names for me are the best names in the world right now. And I'm very excited to have the chance to be with all the artists and to make them comfortable and to make them like, you are in your home, please do what you do the best for all these people that love you. And we just want, me and Wilson is the same. When I speak, it's the same thing as Wilson. So we are excited for everyone.
It's a pity for you because you do everything and you organize everything and you can't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
So,
yeah, it's way to look for a festival. It's the difference between and a guy that work behind the scenes.
yeah, because as we were talking earlier, as your way of view of the inside, people just look outside. The festival doesn't the organization doesn't end before the festival start. The organization never end. Is before, main during the festival and after the festival.
Yeah, I can tell you that maybe one week before the festival we start working in the venue, and maybe in an average number we sleep per night 3 hours per night, and between the 2nd of July and the 3rd and the 4th, I think we only sleep with in the 4th of July. We will stay up all night and day and 2 days. Yeah, 48 hours without sleeping. It's not easy.
You took small naps and that's everything. I call it a power nap, like maybe a 30 minutes or 1 hour nap, and it's like, okay, let's go, let's do it again. And it's, yeah, people need to understand that it's not easy to make this, and it's a festival has a lot of people around the festival. It's not like just the 3 or 4 organization and that's all. No, you have the sound, the food,
a lot of people, hundreds of people working. It's hard to understand, but we have the staff, we have the bar, we have the merch, we have the ticket people that
also.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people working in the same day, and we have a big pressure in our shoulders, but we believe in our structure and we believe in our staff. I think almost all the people that will work for us are professionals and the young people that like this kind of music and this kind of events, and it's a big pressure, but it's a good pressure to feel.
For that, I want to congratulate you and your team, because you are doing a very well things as where your PR that we Beats&Repeat has worked with her from main. I think that 2 or 3 years. It was our first contact with a PR. So you have a very good member staff. So keep it with your
With-
people, because
the best professionals in the
Lenia is a crack. Lenia is the boss.
yeah, he's really, really, really good. That's why she's in our team. If she was good, she wasn't in our team, and we really believe in her work, and she's amazing. She's doing an amazing job. Amazing. Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to say something from people that will read the interview or view the interview.
Yeah. So you need to come to Soundwaves. You need to, if you like underground, if you like techno, you need to come, because as I told before, the art of techno, the essence of the underground, and I think these words explain everything, and we will do an amazing event. So come and enjoy this big rave, 21 hours non-stop party, and I think everyone will love the event, even us.
Yeah. From year to year, are you going to keep increasing the hours? Maybe in 10 years we will have a full week of music.
It's not easy. I think 21 hours are enough.
For most of techno people, 21 hours is not enough.
No,
The
to
ravers
be
wants a lot of
and
music.
in the end of the festival, for example, in 2019, we keep almost 60% of the people until the end. And it's, as I told you, I think in the edition of 2019, we keep the people inside of the venue, like 60 or 70% of the people was there until the end. And the securities in the end need to go there to say, come on, the party already end, you need to come home to rest.
You need to
take
rest and sleep. Come on.
Yeah. But I think 21 hours are enough for
Yes.
a rave.
So I want to thank you again for this little interview. I know that, as you say, you don't have too many time. Like we are from a month and a half to the festival, so people who remain this sound waves in Esmoriz, near Oporto, Portugal, July 2nd from 4 p.m. Portuguese hour.
Portuguese hour, yes.
Yes, and it will be 21 hours music non-stop with Bangkok, Boston 168, Lancaster, SNTS. I can say more. I can say more. I just want to say that I will go. I will cover the event, and I will dance, and I will have a very, very good day.
Yeah. I hope to see you there, enjoying the festival. And for all the people that will see this interview, buy the ticket now, because the ticket is only 40 euros until the end of the month. And in the beginning of June, the price will change. So hurry up, buy your ticket, organize your trip, and come to rave with us. That will be amazing.
So thank you, Bernardo, for this
Thank
interview.
you. And
I hope we will meet there in Soundwaves. I hope. If you have 1 minute during the event, I will go with you and talk with you. And
it was a pleasure for me and for my partner to have you there, and to give you all the conditions that you need to enjoy and to make your job, your work well done.
So we will see it in the dance floor.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Bye bye, guys.